Brave Samantha's escape in America. Why this rescue story was never meant to be told. That was the lie everyone accepted. Samantha was 8 years old, small enough to still mispronounce words when she was tired, old enough to notice when adults stopped making sense. On the day the fire broke out near her kindergarten on the outskirts of Puerto Rico, the sky darkened unnaturally fast, smoke rolling in like a warning no one understood yet. Teachers shouted, alarms screamed, and fear moved quicker than instructions. Firefighters arrived as saviors, lifting children through smoke and confusion, telling them everything would be okay. Samantha wanted to believe that more than anything. She never saw the hidden door beneath the truck. None of the children did. Inside the noise and chaos, they were guided somewhere darker, somewhere colder, where the air smelled like metal instead of smoke. Samantha's heart raced so loudly she was sure others could hear it. Children cried, some screamed, some froze. Samantha didn't scream. She remembered her grandmother's stories. The truck moved. Samantha felt the turns, counted them silently, and she stepped onto an island that looked like a dream someone else had designed. White stone buildings, palm trees swaying gently, water too blue to be real. A mansion stood above them like a castle. Sir. The man waiting there spoke softly, smiled warmly, and told them they were safe now. Some children relaxed instantly. Samantha felt her stomach twist. Safe places didn't hide things. Days passed. 2. The children were fed well, given toys, praised for being calm. Laughter filled the rooms, but it felt rehearsed, like a song sung too many times. Samantha smiled when she was expected to. Shanadas. Doors that locked from the outside. Servants who whispered when they thought no one listened. Watching made you invisible. At night, when the island quieted and the ocean hummed below, Samantha lay awake, pressing her fingers together to stop them from trembling. She imagined her grandmother's hand on her hair, telling her not all cages have bars, and not all escapes need strength. Samantha began to plan, not because she felt brave, but because doing nothing felt worse. She explored with her eyes first, then her steps, learning routines, memorizing faces. Pretending curiosity was childish wonder. Say, one afternoon, while playing in a large hall, with heavy curtains brushing the floor, Samantha tugged at the fabric. Strong, durable. Her heart skipped. That night, using a sharp piece of broken plastic she'd hidden for days, she'd carefully cut the curtain into strips. Slowly, patiently, tying knots the way her grandmother taught her with old scarves. Every knot felt like a promise. Every sound made her freeze. When footsteps passed her door, she held her breath until her chest burned. The sea terrified her. She couldn't swim well. She hated the cold. But she hated the island more. She waited for a day filled with distractions, voices overlapping, attention elsewhere. On the beach, she laughed and played like the others, her rope hidden beneath her clothes. Her hands shook as she tied it to a heavy bottle fixed to a supply ship. For one moment, she almost stopped. She thought of home. She thought of the children who trusted the smiles around them. Then she jumped. The water was shockingly cold. It stole her breath, wrapped around her like hands pulling her down. She kicked, fought, surfaced just long enough to release the rope so it drifted free. From the mansion windows, distant figures watched. A child fell. The ocean closed. Silence followed. No alarm. Fear made adults choose quiet. Samantha sank beneath the ship and clung to its underside, muscles screaming, lungs burning, terror pounding in her ears. When darkness came, she dragged herself into a hidden storage space. Soaked and shivering, teeth chattering so hard she pressed her fist to her mouth. She stayed there for 2 days. 2 days of hunger, cold, and fear. 2 days of imagining footsteps finding her. 2 days of telling herself she had to survive, because surviving wasn't just for her anymore. When the ship docked near a small town, Samantha waited until voices faded, until opportunity whispered instead of shouted. She slipped onto land barefoot, exhausted, and ran until her legs gave out in front of a small police station. Her words came out tangled, tear-soaked, urgent. This time, someone listened. The truth spread fast. Authorities returned to the island. Locked doors opened. Hidden spaces were revealed. Children were brought back into the light. Confused, frightened, alive. The illusion collapsed. Samantha watched from her grandmother's arms as the world finally caught up to what she had known all along. Samantha didn't save everyone by being strong. She saved them by being aware. By listening. 2. By refusing to stop thinking even when she was afraid. And that is the lesson her story leaves behind. Quiet, but unbreakable. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, plans, waits,